Hello everyone, here we are again. It's Tuesday tutorial time, and this week we're marking the passing of Phil Spector. A couple of weekends ago, passed away at the age of 81. So we're going to do his first recorded song. To know him is to love him. He found the title on his father's grave. To know him was to love him was the inscription on his father's grave, and he turned it into a song at the age of just 18 when he wrote this. Don't you hate him? I actually sometimes think that Phil Spector was the 20th century's Mozart, because they were both certifiable card-carrying geniuses. They were both certifiable card-carrying lunatics, and they both had an impressive collection of wigs. But that's just me. Anyway, the interesting thing about this song, well, there are several points of interest about it. The main body of the song is in the key of D, and then in the bridge it suddenly jumps to F, which is quite a surprising key change, and one that for an 18-year-old shows a surprising grasp of musical theory. And so he recorded it, and it is the only time he was ever actually in a singing group, which was called the Teddy Bears, and he played rhythm guitar on this, and he sang backing vocals. So there you go, let's hear it for Phil. So introduction, very, very simple. We're in the key of D, so we just have a couple of beats of D, a couple of beats of G, a couple of beats of D, a couple of beats of A seventh, and then you're into the song. Now, when I say a couple of beats, that's another one of the interesting facets about this song. I've been looking around on the web and looking for examples of sheet music for this song, and I found it in 6/8 time, in 4/4 time, and in the correct time signature of 12/8. Now 12/8 means that there are 4 beats to a bar, and each beat is composed of 3 quavers. So 4 beats times 3 is 12, but it's 12 units which are of quavers. And that means that you show the bottom line of the key signature, a time signature, as 8 rather than 4. Because rather than 4 whole beats in a bar, it says there are 8 half beats in a bar. And in this particular time, there are 12 of them. So what that means in practice is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. With the emphasis on the first beat of each group of 3 beats, or 3 sort of sub beats if you like. Do that again. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that's the basic feel of the time signature. It's quite a common time signature in that sort of 50s, 60s, early rock and roll. Things like Blueberry Hill also have the same time signature, 12/8. But it's that feeling of 3, a feeling of triplets that goes through the whole song. Which means that the way you use your strumming hand, it obviously influences what you do with that. So it's down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, is the easiest way to get that emphasis on the first beat of each group of 3. So I'll just show that again. On a D chord, it's down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Or the other way, if you're feeling really flashy about it, is to do this. Which is using, so 1 stroke downwards but with your index finger and then your thumb. And then come back up with your index finger. And then you're well on your way to a triple there with your strumming. But what I would say, and always say this, is please don't do the same thing right through the song. Vary it, change it around, vary the dynamics of it, the loud and soft, and also don't forget the use of stops in the song. You'll see what we mean when we get to the play along. Right, let's get into it then. Introduction, as I said, is just 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. Okay, now, when you reach the A or A7, oh, incidentally, I've got my high G tenor ukulele out today, my lovely Excelsior, because this song works fine with a high G. So, when we get to the end of the introduction, we're on an A or an A7, and you can throw that little bit, that da 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 da, you can throw it in on your fretboard with this. Open A, ring finger to the second fret of the A string for a B note, and then off again. Bum, 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 bum. Or use your little finger if you prefer. And then you get the rest of that little rundown is just G, F, sharp, E, which is going to resolve to the D note. So, and you can do that over an A or an A7th chord. So that's something else. It just lifts up your introduction a bit. Excuse me, coffee. So the verse, it's just D, A7, B minor, G, and those are the only 4 chords in the verse of the song. So shall we take it from the top, complete with introduction? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. That little as a turnaround at the end of the first verse. Second verse is exactly the same, except at the end you don't do that little turnaround, just a plain D. Right, so we've merrily done 2 verses in the key of D. D in a way, as if our lives depended on it, and then the bridge suddenly jumps without any warning at all to F, which is brilliant. Absolute stroke of genius. I do. Why? Ain't that clever? Because it's the A note is in the key of D, and it's also in the key of F. And so that is the real twist of genius to this song. So the bridge is F, and you can do a bit of chord melody here if you like. F, you need the C note. So F, you're on an F chord. Y, can't, C note, 3rd fret. And then the D note, 5th fret. Change to a C. If you make it a C5, the G note in there. And then you go to a B flat, and you've got the F note in there, and then to an A, where you need the E. Then we go back to the F, to that A note again, and then another little twist goes to a D7. So you get the F sharp note in, and then to a G minor, and then a D minor. See, it's just very clever little playing with the harmonies in the accompaniment. And then you go to an E7th, which resolves to an A7th, bum 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 bum, back to the D. And I just think that bridge is so clever. It's such a wonderful piece of musicality. And all sorts of people have covered this song. Dolly Parton, Linda Ronstadt, and another female singer whose name entirely escapes me at the moment, but it will come to me, have done a cover of this. The Beatles covered it in 1977, and
didn't you say Still I Span?
Yeah, I've got a vinyl album of one of Steel I Span's albums from the late 60s, early 70s. And they cover this song as the final track on the record, as a bit of a joke, I think. But again, being Steel I Span, they've got such knowledge of harmonies that it is quite beautiful. It's worth finding on YouTube if you can. Steel I Span performing this song. Okay, well, that is pretty much it, actually. It's a fairly short tutorial this week because the song isn't difficult. But as I say, for me, the point of interest is that wonderful key change in the bridge and the way it resolves back to the key of D from F. But maybe that's just me. So, okay, just recap then. That triple strum is index finger down and thumb down immediately afterwards. So you might have to open your strumming hand slightly to achieve that. Normally your strumming hand is going to be fairly closed, like this. But you need to open the hand and bring the thumb up. Go and watch Joe Brown doing his I'll See You in My Dreams in the concert for George Harrison live in Liverpool. And you can watch that thumb come up in anticipation of a triple strum that he's going to do. And he's strumming away merrily like that, and then you just see this thumb come up, and you know that there's a triple coming. It's well worth watching out for.
When Andy Eastwood does it, you don't see it.
No. As Pam says, it's far too fast when Andy does it, and his strumming hand, playing hand, is all over the place because he picks so much. He picks and plucks and strums and triple strums and does fan strokes and rolls and goodness knows what all. Yeah, all right, Andy, stop showing off. Okay, so there's that strum to look out for. You've got that little turnaround at the end of the introduction and at the end of the first verse. That to a D. The middle eight is the lovely jump to the key of F. And then at the end, the end of the Teddy Bears recording is a fade out, but they actually stopped before the fade out ended. So it's a little bit, but it's just rocking from D to G and back again. I do, I do, I do. With your D up there, or you can finish on the D6, putting that A
or you
note
can finish with that D.
Yep. That D.
Bar the second.
That D.
Finger on the fifth.
Or 7-6-5-5, just barring the the A and E strings, which is a B flat shape, up to the 5th fret. You can finish with the open E if you like, or there. Lots of them. If you really want to be fancy about it. Bar 7th. Bar the 7th fret and play 9, 10, 9 on strings 1, 2 and 3. There's another D for you. Okay, right, I think that's about it, isn't it?
It is, yep.
We'll do a play-along version of this for the weekend, hopefully accompanied by Graham on the bass, and anybody who is interested in the bass, keep a close eye on what he does, because I think he's got some nice ideas for this. We'll have a comic song on Friday, our Friday Foolishness, and this week it's one that I think, well, it won't cause anybody any offence for one thing, and I hope you'll enjoy it. Okay, that's all from us for today, so we'll shut up and leave you to go do something interesting, and we'll see you, I hope, very soon. So, apart from that, that's it, isn't
that's
it?
it.
Okay, well, it's goodbye from Pam.
Bye.
And it's bye from me, and you know what to do. Stay safe, be kind to yourselves, and look after each other. And we'll see you soon.